Well, that's it on the news across Nigeria. This time, when we come back after the short break, we'll bring you plenty more reports from the rest of the ethnic clashes in the country's north. The incidents between people belonging to Amhara and Benishangul Gumuz regions is said to have claimed the lives of over 200, and that's according to local media and activists. The deployment is to help calm down tensions at a time when officials from both regions were working together to try and deal with an upsurge of deadly violence. The BBC cited the Amhara region spokesperson Asemahegn Asres as confirming the deployment as part of wider efforts to curb the situation. In recent weeks, Amharas, the second most populous behind Oromos, have been attacked in the Benishangul Gumuz and vice versa, a situation the Deputy Prime Minister Demeke Mekonnen has described as regrettable. Going on to warn people against engaging in retaliatory attacks, interregional clashes have been at the heart of some of the deadliest clashes in Ethiopia under Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. The general security situation has been serially highlighted by political and security experts as a threat to ongoing reforms in the country. The army has always been the last resort where regional security mechanisms get overwhelmed. Now, a member of Sudan's Transitional Military Council has told the BBC that they were only willing to split representation on the proposed joint transition team with civilians. Lieutenant General Salah Abdel Khalik said that they had rejected a civilian majority in the proposed council with the Alliance for Freedom and Change, who led a protest that led to the ouster of ex-President Omar al-Bashir. Roadblocks are still mounted across the capital, Khartoum, where a massive protest was held on Thursday calling for a civilian administration. Protest leaders early this week said the junta was not serious about reaching a deal. It has fallen. We won. Auction in New York. The piece involves a drawing that it put together in 2002, over a decade after it was released from the famed Robben Island prisons. It sold for $112,575, close to double of the estimated value, which stood between $60,000 and $90,000. The bars of the cell and a key in the lock are painted purple, showing an orange floor inside the piece. On the international front now, British Prime Minister Theresa May was heckled on Friday at the Welsh Conservative Party conference after admitting the local elections held a day earlier had been very difficult for her Conservative Party, and the results showed the country had to get on with the delayed process of leaving the European Union. English voters punished the Conservatives and the main opposition Labour Party in Thursday's elections for local authorities, and that's according to earlier results shown.
These were always going to be difficult elections for us, and there were some challenging results for us last night, but it was a bad night for Labour too. And I think people were sending a very clear message, a simple message, to both main parties, to us and the Labour Party: just get on and deliver Brexit. That's our responsibility, it's what I'm working for, and I call on the Labour Party and those of my own colleagues who haven't thus far delivered Brexit, backed Brexit, to do so, to listen to that message. That's what the people were saying. What we are doing in order to find a way through this is sitting down and working with the Labour Party. And I call on the Labour Party, I call on those of my colleagues who thus far have not backed Brexit to listen to the message that people were giving. I think what people were saying to both main parties last night was just get on, just deliver Brexit.
And that was a reaction from Prime Minister Theresa May over there. Now moving on to France and Iraq, where they've both vowed to continue to fight against Islamic State in Iraq and the region, the country's leaders said in Paris on Friday. Iraqi Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi had said earlier this week that Islamic State remains a potent threat around the world despite reduced capabilities, adding its leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi had made his latest video appearance in a remote area. French President Emmanuel Macron also said that the stability in the Middle East depended on Iraq's stability. Macron and Abdel Mahdi gave statements before meeting over lunch at the Elysee Presidential Palace. And delegations from 7 countries met on Friday in Geneva to participate in the United Nations-led talks centered on the Syrian conflict. Representatives from the United States, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, as well as Jordan held talks that lasted about 2 hours in the presence of United Nations Special Envoy for Syria, Geir Pedersen. The discussions were expected to focus on the recent bombing campaign in rebel-held northwestern Syria, the worst the zone has seen in 15 months, which has ravaged schools, health facilities, as well as residential areas. Russian and Syrian forces had intensified airstrikes and shelling in the northwestern part of the country overnight and Thursday in the heaviest assault since it was declared a demilitarized zone under a Russian-Turkish deal. Now, the targeted villages and towns in northern Hama and southern Idlib fall within a buffer zone agreed last September between Russia and Turkey as part of a deal which averted a major offensive on the area. It's now time to bring you business news updates. And talking business now, oil prices were on track for sharp weekly declines on Friday with surging U.S. output. Brent crude oil futures were at $70.47 a barrel, down by 28 cents, which accounted for their first weekly loss after 5 weeks of gains. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were down 6 cents at $61.75, a second straight weekly decline. U.S. crude oil production reached a record of 12.3 million barrels per day last week, rising by about 2 million barrels per day over the past year. And according to data from the Energy Information Administration exports, U.S. crude broke through 3 million barrels per day for the first time ever this year, even with deep losses in supply from Iran and Venezuela, as well as a few other countries around the world. OPEC will still need to hold back production to balance the market. This is according to a SEB analyst. Coming up next now, we have entertainment and sports news. And on the lighter side of life now, in the world of entertainment, Taylor Swift's new music video, Me, is the fastest to reach 100 million views on Viva, achieving the feat in just 79 hours. The video, which was released on Friday, broke the record for most views in 24 hours. Now, in a statement by Viva's Senior Vice President of Content, and quoted as saying that Taylor has consistently demonstrated the ability to break the record. She continues to expand upon a deep history of incredibly striking audiovisual work, end of quote. The video features Brandon Urie of Panic. That's it on entertainment. Still to come, sports news.
You global star, you local rapper, you go down low. You swag, you go blow.
Yeah, making an Afrobeat.
You bring the heat, you boom, boom. You the coolest kid in Africa. You shocky, you dab, you hustle. You the voice of the streets. You Afrobeat.
And in the world of sports now, Arsenal say they utterly condemn the behavior of a group of alleged fans who appear to make Nazi salutes and monkey gestures at Thursday's Europa League semi-finals at Emirates Stadium. A video has emerged of the latest high-profile incident of racism at domestic and international football this season. Anti-discrimination charity Kick It Out said, and I quote, "These blatant racist gestures are shocking and inexcusable." Arsenal went on the first leg tie 3-1 with reverse fixture in Spain on the 9th of this month. There have not been any arrests for the incident, but Metropolitan Police said they are aware of the video, and although no reports have been made, the footage is being reviewed. 6 Valencia fans were arrested during the game for foul and abusive language and alcohol-related issues. Valencia said the isolated gestures by travelling fans do not represent in any way Valencia fans in entirety. Well, that's the news update at this hour. We'll have plenty more reports at the top of the next hour. Many thanks for watching.
Country people, we dey thank una one that joined us on top News on the Hour for Plus TV Africa.
This na number 63 Massey Street for Itafaji, where building just collapsed by 10 a.m. this morning.
They say the Oga of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, don't tell federal government say if they provoke him, it go cause wahala for inside the country.
Because if the British citizen no be say you go enter Nigeria, come cause kasala, run go Britain, go stay in peace.
Them say na the diesel truck catch fire. As they try offload the diesel way they inside, come out. Fire department come, try quench the fire.
For the first time for Nigeria, every will enjoy television news for Ogbonge Pidgin English.
For more tori, make una kukuma follow us at Plus TV Africa on top Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Make una subscribe to our YouTube page and for Star Times on channel 308.
Politics has helped shape the decision of the polity, from conspiracy theories to good old-fashioned comic politics.
These are the results of tomorrow's election. Okay, you have it already, have you?
I think we've done very well in the very difficult circumstances in which we took over governance.
Plus, politics will fill the polls of the country, from friends to frenemies, even strange bedfellows, to clones and stooges. We go beyond the rhetorics and the drama to analyze the story behind the story.
Let anybody come and say! The perception in itself does more harm than actual corruption that you have.
Plus Politics, not just another political show. It's about putting you, the citizens, in the know.
A lot of the jobs that exist today will not exist in the next 10 years.
When I see people today shouting, we're not too young to run, we are ready to run. Ready to run to where?
The people of excellence are, to a certain extent, being held ransom by idiots and bandits.
Once you are in government, you believe everything you do is right. And once you are in opposition, everything the government does is wrong.
And so it's time for us to take over power.
Hey, what's up, guys? You're welcome to another edition of Plus Event, and I remain your host, Ifeoluwa Oshukeye.
Your absence isn't an excuse anymore, as Plus Events is all you need, as we bring you the glitz, the glamour, and loads of fun.
Oh, definitely. Right, no question. He's a living legend.
Oh, God forbid, Holy Ghost fire, I know.
I just want to be blown away. I want to be wild.
This is 11 years of doing it.
I'm surrounded by so much positivity.
No, it's okay.
Yo, what's up, my people? It's your boy Starboy Terry. You're watching
Plus Event
on Plus TV.
Stay glued to Plus TV Africa every Saturday and Sunday, 4:30 p.m. West African time.
welcome to Tea Time, where we discuss some of the biggest entertainment headlines. My name is Elsie Godwin, and I've got Ife Squared to give in-depth analysis of these entertainment stories. And that means Ife Oshokeye and Ife Omai. I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, we missed you this morning. What happened to you?
Women palava.
Understandable.
I won't understand, right?
But you do, right?
No, of course.
Of course. That's why I'm glad to have you here.
Of course.
So what's new?
What's new? Let's talk about Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
Yeah, Jenny from the block. Who had the legal issue with a photographer who said she used a picture he took without his permission on her Instagram page, and he wanted some compensation for that. And she countersued, saying that the way he filed the suit against her was inappropriate.
Is there an appropriate way of filing a suit?
Did you guys realize how when the Williams sent the divorce papers to her husband? Because there are ways for you to, sometimes when they serve you, they need to make sure you get it, because in your defense you can be like, oh, I didn't get it, or they didn't give it to me.
No, she's not saying she didn't get it now. She's
saying the way she got it, like, right? Like,
yeah, it's inappropriate. So it's not like I did not see it or it didn't get to me.
Yeah, it's inappropriate in the sense that it shouldn't be valid because you didn't serve me properly, I think. But if you guys have another opinion, you can let me know.
I don't know. I think she's also, it sounds like, because remember she said apart from the way he served her, she also dismissed the case. So it kind of sounds like she was a bit nonchalant about it. Like, it's social media, just like, who doesn't retweet a picture? The only ground he has is because the picture was registered. Like,
aside it's being registered, I did a bit of digging, and it is weird when it comes to photography, because even if I am the one in the picture, the right still belongs to the photographer, except there is a written agreement to say that, okay, this picture is mine,
and
right?
You know, this is crazy. Off the back of what's her name? The girl that wants to customize her own photographers. What's her name?
Ariana, I think.
Ariana Grande, yeah. She wants personal photographers. So any picture you want, you have to take it from her website. So you guys are doing that. You don't want these photographers to just take advantage of your pictures. And then you guys also do not want... Do you understand? Like,
no, but I think this is a tricky situation, which is why this whole photography thing can be very annoying to me, because if you're taking a picture of me and you're saying I do not have a right to a picture that I'm in, I mean, it's even almost a global law. Like, it's the same thing in Nigeria, there's also the same thing in America. Like, it's almost the same thing everywhere, but I do not understand it at all.
Except maybe...
I think I should start looking for my pictures online. Anywhere I'm suing, man.
Except also they were employed under a company, so if the company employs you as the official photographer, then you do not have a right to those pictures.
For me, seeing that she went back again to settle, it has to be on the ground that she probably made money from posting, because I don't think there's any law against
that she wasn't in the right.
But how are you not in the right? Because people retweet.
The owner of the pictures all the person who took the shot.
There has to be.
You have to have copyright.Maybe the guy.
He's copyrighted the picture.
Yeah, the picture.
No, that's what I'm telling you. Under the law, he doesn't have to copyright it for it, as long as you took the shot.
Okay, you check that.
It is yours.
You check the legal standing as long as you took.
Yeah, so I think she realized that.
So if I take a picture of you like this now,
you own the shot, actually.
It's not your shot.
Can I even just say, like, invasion of privacy? I wasn't aware that you were taking a picture of me.
Do you understand?
I mean, I think if she thought she had that legal standing, she would have gone, because she was really aggressive about all that, you know. So
I want to know what the settlement was. I want to know how she was, because
I believe she just paid some fee and just
why? What gave her? What did she?
Or maybe they came to an agreement and was like, okay, I'm going to make you my photographer for.
I highly doubt that.
That's not that's not conspiracy theory.
Okay, so we have a guest in the studio, but before we introduce that guest, let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be introducing our studio guest. Keep it right here.
Hey, what's up, my people? It's your boy Elvis Poco. I want to say to you, keep watching Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Big stories live here.